Shalom, Kahalo Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim HaKodash, double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua back with the WW3 Daily Update. First one of this week. All right, and we're going to focus on the nuclear missiles and everything nuclear for that matter, all right, and how it plays an important role in the end of the world as we know it, and the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven, if you will, all right? So we're going to start right here at Isaiah 54, Salakia. And what is it? Salakia, let's see. 16. All right, behold, I, who is I? That's the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, right? I have created the smith, as in blacksmith, that makes weapons, right? What does a blacksmith do? He makes knives, battle axes, and armor, and things that deal with war, does he not? Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. What, you use a bellows, you stoke the fire up, you get it real hot, you grab that piece of iron, whatever it is you're going to forge, you put it on the anvil and you begin banging it out, right? And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. What instrument? That nuclear missile. And I have created the waster to destroy. That nuke. Okay? All right? And you have to be spiritual to understand this, but this is talking about those nuclear missiles. All right? Now, let's go here. Isaiah 13. Let's show more about the nukes. All right? Let's start right here, Isaiah 13 and 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, right? Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation. This is talking about nukes to destroy the whole land. One end of the world to the other, all right? Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. How do you melt? Okay. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. This is what's going on right now. As they talk, see, this is serious, right? What's going on with World War III right now? Suddenly everybody's attention has been drawn because, Vladimir, he got as many nukes as we. Nobody was afraid of Iraq. Nobody was afraid of Afghanistan. Hey, Vlad got as many nukes as Babylon the Great, which is also known as America. Now people are worried, okay? And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as what? What do those nukes do? That's concentrated fire, okay? How hot are those flames burning? Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, both cruel with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. He will destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Okay? So right now we're talking about them nukes. Okay? Jump down to 13. Therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of how? How is the earth going to remove out of her place? In the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Okay? shake the heavens. How is the earth going to remove out of her place? All right. Let's see. They begin to be shot. I have to find this. Bear with me. When they begin. Let's get that. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. Let me see. All right. We'll start here at 13. 2nd Ezra 13. 13 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. This is talk about an ICBM nuclear missile. All right. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire, those nukes are dealing with fire. A rainbow is a sign from the Most High Yahweh that he's not going to destroy the earth again with water. This time, it's going to be with the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. What fire can do that? Nuclear fire. All right. Like as an arrow, what is a broken arrow? It's a nuclear missile that has gone, something's wrong with it. So an arrow is a nuclear missile that ain't nothing wrong with it. It's going to do exactly what it's supposed to do. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the what? Plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. What plagues? This plague. Zechariah 14. And this, Zechariah 14 and 12, and this shall be the what? Plague. Nuclear missile. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away, and their holes in their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. That's nuclear blast and fire. Okay? All right? Let's get that in Revelation. Is it 18? Is it 18? Let me see. Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her missiles. What does it mean, come out of her, my people? It means to be abducted by a spaceship is what it means. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's exactly what it is. And I heard another voice from heaven, right, in the sky, saying, Come out of her, my people, right, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her missiles. Those ICBMs. right? Well, let's prove that with the old Hebrew hopscotch. Same thing, Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven. Did we just read that? Let's read it again. 12, 18. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people," dealing with them plagues. This takes time. Bear with me. What is this? Isaiah. Slovakia. Come on, Satan. Can't deal with me. All right. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, "Come up hither." And what happened? And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. They got beamed up. They were abducted by what? This cloud, whatever that is. And their enemies beheld them. Then what happened? Then the plague, the nukes. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city, all 10 FEMA zones of Babylon the Great, also known as America, fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men, everybody that wasn't abducted. 7,000. 7 means completion. So everybody that wasn't abducted, what happened to them? They were slain. That means they died instantly. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to God. Who was the remnant? The ones that were abducted. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. And anybody that wasn't abducted, their enemies, they were slain. All right? So there's your nuclear missiles. Okay? And we can, there's so much more. All right, but what we'll do is we'll watch Dabu. Okay? Now, what is a dirty bomb? Okay? A dirty bomb is dealing with.
This is WW7.
Dealing with this
We
word.
now have.
Dealing with this word right here. Okay? So, then we're going to go into the power plants. You understand? This is Dabu 777. Yesterday, I believe, Russia claims Ukraine is making nuclear dirty drills, responsible for power plant fire incident. You see where this is going? Why is everybody so afraid right now? Well, because Putler, right, is dealing with nukes. And guess what? Not right away. This ain't going to happen right away because other prophecies have to come to pass first. But we're dealing with this. And as I just showed you in the scriptures, they're coming. Just not yet. All right. So let's watch some wars and rumors of war right here.
This is WW7. We now have Vladimir Putin saying that Ukraine is making a dirty bomb that is plutonium based. This claim being thrown out there with no evidence showing any proof of such a claim. Now, we will make note that Russian troops swooped in and took over the region of Chernobyl, and that from all the pounding of the ground was shelling. This was kicking up stuff that they were saying was clouds of radiation coming from these areas. Since they're saying everything has settled, then there was a fire that broke loose at one of these plants. And they're saying that radicals, or Russia is saying that radicals out of Ukraine are the reason for the fires that broke loose at this nuclear power plant. So they're trying to deflect any kind of finger pointing at them away. And you can see right here on this map, you can see power plants of 6 nuclear reactors right here, all lined up. And you can see just how close these fires got. Russian tanks fire at control and administrative buildings. But again, Russia trying to say that this was not them in this instance. But these are big claims trying to say that they're creating a dirty bomb without producing any evidence. Some of the latest here coming out of Russia. Make sure to join me on the live stream where I break this down further. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
All right, let's get this. What was this? 3 days ago? Let's get this one. And Onia, One India News. Okay. 5 days ago, World War III will involve what? I'm not saying this. This is, look, 5 days ago. Lavrov says, oh, okay, warns of what? Of those in what? World War III. Okay, what is this about? Okay, World War III will involve, hey, I can't say it, but Lavrov, Sergey, he can say it. Where's this thing going? What is World War III about? Okay. It's about cleansing the world. All right. Can only be. All right. Which one? I don't want to watch the 37-second one. Let's watch this one. Of course, there's a commercial first. All right, here we go.
Days after Russian President Vladimir Putin put the country's nuclear deterrent on high alert, its Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that any potential World War III would involve nuclear weapons. Lavrov was quoted by the RIA news agency as saying that Russia would face a real danger if Kiev acquired nuclear weapons. Lavrov stressed that Russia would not permit Ukraine to possess nuclear weapons. Ukraine had denuclearized completely between 1996 and 2001. Now, Ukrainians are wondering whether that was a mistake and whether being a nuclear-armed country could have deterred Russia. Ukraine gave up its nukes as it desired to be a part of Europe after the fall of the Soviet Union. In 1996, within 2 years of the signing of the Budapest Memorandum, which secured Ukraine membership in the NPT.
What does this say? What did Ukraine hand over? These. So this isn't something that doesn't exist. Okay? This is all real. All right? And this is what people are afraid of. Well, guess what? Your worst fears are coming to fruition. All right? Now, how are you going to escape this? See, people don't understand. This is what it means to be saved. Oh, I was saved in 1996. No, you weren't saved. Saved from what? The nukes ain't dropped yet. All right? Let's finish this. We'll go
and
back
its
to being
status as a
saved.
non-nuclear country in return for security assurances. Ukraine handed over all the nuclear weapons on its soil to
Look at that.
neighboring.
From one end of heaven to the other. All right. This is what they're describing. These are the visions that the prophets were being given. Okay. All right. Zechariah, Ezra. This is what they were seeing, and they were trying to describe it. When they began to be shot from to the ends of the earth. These are the visions that they were same as this. They pulled out a little iPad, and I'm jesting when I say, "Oh, did you say that they're being on the iPad?"
Russia. Russia compensated its neighbor with a payout of $1 billion, and the US paid a massive sum to buy Ukraine's stockpile of enriched uranium. Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2015 was a violation of the Budapest Agreement. Russia was becoming increasingly anxious of NATO expansions. It used that and Ukraine's desire to acquire nuclear weapons as a justification for its invasion in its western neighbor. The question remains whether Russia would go so far as to deploy nuclear weapons in this war it has initiated. Even Russians would be hoping it would not come to that.
Okay, so and whatever they're doing over there, they're going back and forth. That's irrelevant. Okay, the Most High is going to put the spirit on these people. After their armies have been destroyed, they're only going to have one option left, and that's the nuclear option. All armies of the world, right, will be neutralized within 1 hour, okay, by the chariots of Israel, okay, because they're all going to try to fight against the one that you ignorantly call Jesus, right, and the angels, and they're going to get their ass whooped. And as soon as that skirmish is over at the end of World War III, then they're going to launch missiles on each other. All right? All right? This is Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies. These are all the armies of the world. What were they? Gathered together to make war against who? The one that sat on the horse, the one you call Jesus, and against his army. And here he is. Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. That's the one you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahushua. And in righteousness doth he judge and do what? Make war. All right? And the armies, jump down to 14. The armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Okay? So they're going to come out of the fourth dimension, and all the armies of the world that were gathered together by God to fight in World War III are going to stop fighting each other, and then they're going to try to fight against the one that sat on the horse and his army, which are the angels. The angels are going to neutralize all the armies of the earth, right? I saw the beast. The beast is NATO and the EU, the European Union, and America, okay? And the kings of the earth, all of them, Vladimir included, they're all going to join back together. Uh-oh, we're fighting against each other. We have bigger fish to fry, Salakia. And their armies gathered together to make war against him. And they're going to get their ass whooped. And after all the militaries, all the armies of the earth, see, of the earth and their armies, the kings, the heads of state in every country, and their armies are going to be wiped out. And all they're going to have left is their nuclear option. They're going to launch on each other and destroy themselves. All right? That's when that great earthquake. Now, what does it mean to be saved? Oh, I'm saved. I'm saved, and you're not saved. Let's get that. We are not saved. Nobody's saved yet, dummy. What does it mean to be saved? I dumped my head in the water. Jeremiah 8:20. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. Nobody is saved. What are you saved from? What does it mean to be saved? You don't even know. So what are you talking about? I'm going to show you what it means to be saved again. This is what it means to be saved. It means to be saved from the destruction that's coming. I'm going to spell it out for you. Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. This is what it means to be saved. If you get beamed up into a chariot, or what you call a UFO, to be abducted, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. You get beamed up. Come up hither. This is what it means to be saved. Come up hither, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld. And here's the destruction. And the same hour was there a great earthquake. That's when the missiles hit. This is what it means to be saved right here. And ain't nobody saved yet because they ain't launched no nukes yet. So come out of that false Christianity bullshit doctrine. All right? All right? So with that, that's enough for today. We hope that the elect were edified. And with that, we're going to say shalom.